Typhoon In-fa remains a very large and powerful storm headed towards the eastern coast of China this evening and has held on to Category 1 typhoon status in the end, even though it weakened a little bit in the last 24 hours, but has got back to its current status. Right now, as of 9 PM Shanghai time, and of course the whole of China, 10 PM Tokyo, it was here at 75 miles per hour, pressure of 962 millibars, moving northwards at 10 miles per hour. And still crucially, a CDPS stage 7, here we are looking at it right now, potentially a landfall for Ningbo on Sunday afternoon/evening. Wind speed is expected to be significant, but it's the rainfall that we're really looking at. As has been the case for the whole duration, we're currently still expecting areas of the east coast there, especially inland, to receive 600 millimeters of rain or higher. The windfield is also gigantic. Look at that, 260 nautical miles in the northeastern quadrant, slightly less in the southwest, but still 210 there. It's currently 169 statute miles from Taizhou, 178 from Zhoushan, 201 from Ningbo, 272 from Shanghai, and 768 from Zhengzhou, which has been in the news recently for severe flooding there. Obviously this is not what they would want, certainly with a significant typhoon approaching and lots of warnings in effect, particularly along the coast, orange typhoon warnings, and still the gale advisory for the whole of the Ryukyu island chain of Japan. So 75 mile per hour winds along with the JWC, that's what we're going with. JMA still up there 105 miles per hour, and NOAA's ADT currently thinking that this storm is a 115 mile per hour category 3. I can tell you that's not the case. Here is the cone there from the JTWC, now expecting a full landfall to occur. There has been some doubt as to whether we've been looking at a full landfall or whether the storm would just stall off the coast and then shoot towards the north or even towards the east at one point was a question mark. But it now appears rather likely that this storm will move towards the west. It will probably still slow down when it makes landfall, and that means that the rainfall values will be elevated. So here's what the GFS model is saying on the model run there. You can see they're still retaining tropical storm force winds for a time, and what's left of it will still be there towards the end of the forecast period. This storm and its huge influence will be over the area for a good 5 days by the looks of things, and this is the rainfall projection. You can see there the reds start to turn into pinks, and those areas denote 200 millimeters of rain, more than that I think actually. I think that's 400 millimeters, that pink zone, and there you can see we're just looking inside that area, 24 inches in some areas along the coast, 600 millimeters. Sea surface temperatures have declined a little bit under the storminess and all the clouds from this typhoon, but still remain fairly warm. Sea surface temperatures near the core a little bit below what's needed, 26 degrees, just shy of that. Further north though, sea surface temperatures still warm, all the way up to the northern part of the Yellow Sea, still 27 degrees Celsius. This is what the models are suggesting then, a flattening of the current strength and then a weakening trend when it makes landfall, so probably remaining a category 1 now until landfall. Wind shear is starting to increase a little bit, sea surface temperatures going off the boil, relative humidity is not going to be an issue. Still a little bit of deviation about where it will land. The HWRF model thinks that it will make landfall in Shanghai, but the other models are saying a little bit further south. And here it is in real terms then. This is how the storm's been looking in the last few hours, and you can just see how large its influence is. From one edge of the main clouds to the other edge, north to south, it's about 700 miles, and the main core of the storm extends around 165 miles north to south. The eye of the storm is probably around 40 to 50 miles wide and has still been blowing up some convection there on that latest imagery, and this is the air mass imagery showing the storm's complexion as well. It's going to be a very wet storm for the eastern coast of China. Stay tuned for more updates.